Warren Buffett is often praised as one of the most successful investors in history. His impressive track record has made him an icon in the world of business and investing. In this video, we are going to share life hacks inspired by Warren Buffett that can help you live a more financially responsible and prosperous life. Number 1. Decide that you're going to be rich. Now, in order to be rich, you have to believe that one day you will be. According to the Huffington Post, Buffett once reportedly said, "I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute." For best results, set high expectations for yourself and work toward your goals and aspirations. Then make it clear to yourself, your family, and friends that you have a commitment to become financially independent, said Randall Dolph Janis, an insurance agent at Clear Income Strategies Group. Create your future with a plan, knowing when to get aggressive against knowing when to be conservative. Number 2, start saving at a young age. By age 15, Warren Buffett had earned $2,000 delivering papers and selling magazine subscriptions, according to CNBC. He used $1,200 of his earnings to invest in a farm, forming a profit-sharing agreement with the farmer. The lesson? Start saving money as early as possible so that you get into the habit, said Brittany Castro, founder and CEO of Financially Wise Women. Now, this is important whether you're saving to invest in a business or buy your first house. Number 3, reinvest your profits. When Buffett was in high school, he and a friend bought a pinball machine. According to biography, the pair put it in a barber shop and quickly earned enough to buy more machines and install them in other shops. The friends eventually sold all of the machines for a profit of $1,200. Number 4, bounce back from rejection. Ironically, Harvard Business School rejected Buffett after his interview, but instead of sulking, he headed to Columbia and met Benjamin Graham. Graham is a legend in the investment industry, and he became Buffett's mentor. Much of Buffett's incredible investing success could arguably be credited to Graham and the lessons that he taught him. Even if you get rejected from a school or a job opportunity, it is important to keep moving forward. If Buffett had quit after Harvard dismissed him, he wouldn't be where he is today. Number 5, be persistent. When Buffett graduated college, he wanted to work on Wall Street. He offered to work for his mentor Graham, but Graham said no, wrote author James Altucher on his website. So Buffett went back to Omaha, but he still continued to pitch ideas to Graham. Eventually, Graham hired Buffett. So if you get a no from a potential employer who you really want to work for, never take it as a final answer. Keep trying until you get a yes. Number 6, master public speaking. Good public speaking skills can take you far in your profession. However, speaking in front of large groups can be terrifying for some, even Buffett. In fact, Buffett admitted that he used to throw up before public speaking, but instead of letting his fear cripple him, Buffett took the necessary steps to improve his public speaking skills. According to Forbes, he took a Dale Carnegie public speaking course, and he learned that he could, in fact, speak in front of a group. Buffett went on to become an excellent orator. Number 7, maintain good savings habits. According to the book Icons of Business, Buffett returned to Omaha when Graham closed his partnership. Luckily, he had his finances in order. By being a good saver and avoiding debt, Buffett grew his savings from $9,800 to $140,000. He then went on to create Buffett Associates Limited. By saving money and avoiding debt, you too can take advantage of business opportunities and pursue personal goals such as retiring early. Number 8, find a business partner. Now, one could argue that Buffett wouldn't be successful without Charlie Munger, his billionaire right-hand man. According to The Economist, the pair met in 1959, and today Munger is the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. Business Insider reported that Buffett once wrote, "It took a powerful force to move me on from Graham's limiting views. It was the power of Charlie's mind. He expanded my horizons." Together, they took on some of Buffett's largest acquisitions, such as BNSF Corp. Now, if you want to be successful, it is important to find a trusted partner, be it a business acquaintance, friend, or spouse, who challenges you to be better. Number 9, be true to yourself. Berkshire Hathaway is located in a fairly average-looking building in Omaha, but since Buffett is worth close to $75 billion, many assume that he would work in a more luxurious digs. But your personal image is not the perception of how successful you are. Don't be someone you are not, said Janis. Buffett owns who he is, a humble, grounded, and notoriously frugal man. flashy headquarters wouldn't suit him. So you can follow this life hack by owning who you are. The people around you will view you as more authentic as a result. Number 10, live frugally. Whatever your goals are in life, living frugally gives you the latitude to accomplish them. Unlike other billionaires who live lavish lifestyles, Buffett is known for living modestly. In fact, Munger said during the 2014 Berkshire Hathaway annual Q&A, "Frugality is basically how Berkshire happened. There are things money can't buy," Buffett said at the same event. "I don't think the standard of living equates with the cost of living beyond a certain point. Good housing, good health, good food, good transport. There's a point you start getting inverse correlation between wealth and quality of life. My life couldn't be happier. In fact, it'd be worse if I had 6 or 8 houses." Number 11, invest in yourself. Part of Berkshire Hathaway's success is due to the fact that Buffett put his money where his mouth was and invested in himself. Terrence believes that's imperative if you want to succeed in business and life. "The best way to achieve wealth is always to pay yourself first," he said. Many people are currently doing this by investing through their company's retirement plan. If you develop the habit of always paying yourself first, you will be extremely successful in acquiring wealth. Number 12, be a contrarian investor. Buffett is what you would call a contrarian investor, meaning that he's known for buying assets that aren't doing well and then selling them when they do perform. As he once wrote for the New York Times, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." Being a contrarian or a value investor in life can take you far. Mitch Goldberg, president of the investment firm Client First Strategy, explained in a piece for CNBC that being a contrarian requires identifying a company that will execute a plan to grow the business and at the same time has decent fundamentals, so that if the plan takes longer to execute or if it doesn't work, you'll at least potentially have something of value that you could sell at a later date. You can follow this advice by being careful about where you spend your money and avoiding fads. Number 13, don't invest emotionally. Many investors have the urge to sell stocks when the market is down. However, a popular piece of Warren Buffett advice is to put your emotions aside when making business decisions. Reminding investors to keep their emotions in check, Buffett told Forbes, "You're dealing with a lot of silly people in the marketplace. It's like a great big casino and everyone else is boozing. If you can stick with Pepsi, you should be okay." For best results in business and life, follow this Buffett tip and avoid making crucial decisions in the heat of the moment. Number 14, make the tough calls. Berkshire Hathaway's core business was originally textile mills, and Buffett maintained them for many years. In 1985, he sold the mill's equipment because they weren't making him any money. In fact, they were a drain on his company, according to Business Insider. The decision might have been tough for Buffett to make, but it was imperative to his success. Making the hard call is important in life as well. For example, you might have to skip that expensive vacation and invest your extra dollars in a retirement fund instead. Number 15, invest in what you know. Buffett is famous for holding Coca-Cola stock. He purchased a 6.3% stake in the company in the late 1980s. As of July 18, 2017, he owns an 8.73% share in the soft drink company. Buffett certainly knows Coke well. He drinks up to 5 cans a day, and he once said, "I'm 1/4 Coca-Cola." So you can follow this advice by pursuing a career about what you're truly passionate about. Number 16, limit your activities. One of the best pieces of Warren Buffett advice actually comes courtesy of his business partner. To explain Berkshire Hathaway's success under Buffett, Munger wrote in the company's annual shareholder letter, "Buffett's decision to limit his activities to a few kinds and to maximize his attention to them, and to keep doing so for 50 years, was a lollapalooza." Buffett succeeded for the same reason Roger Federer became good at tennis. Focus your efforts on whatever it is that inspires you, and you might just achieve a level of success even Buffett would admire.